Tonight, a Pez dispenser bandit is on the loose, but is the thief's colorful prize worth the price? The Food and Drug Administration is now promoting yeast over protein, the study that will shock you. And later, a streaker at the Masters. We will tell you what the cameras did not show here on MU180.
With five-time Emmy Award-losing lead anchor Kevin Ellis, Marco Bichinich, weather, Zach Myers, sports, and your reporters from the field, Roberto Vaquero and Trayvon Wesley. It's MU180 at 7 o'clock.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Kevin Ellis. The search is on for a thief who is stealing Pez dispensers from area stores. The thief has reportedly stolen nearly 2,000 Pez dispensers since last month. Police say that the bandit has struck 40 locations in the Milwaukee area alone. The robber has been getting spotted in a getaway car with an elderly woman driving a Buick LeSabre with a rainbow bumper sticker. If you or anyone you know happens to follow these descriptions, please contact the Milwaukee Police Department. Also in local news, a woman has been arrested after a domestic altercation. According to authorities, the woman's husband returned home from work when he failed to remember to water his wife's plants like she had asked him to do so earlier in the day. MU180 was able to reach the woman who said that her husband should have remembered and refused to apologize for beating him with a wooden spoon. A simple reminder to all of our male viewers, do not, I repeat, do not do what your significant other says. And a college student in Chicago is searching for a new liver after overdosing on protein. According to doctors, the student drank 500 grams of protein in one sitting. The Food and Drug Administration would like to remind viewers that 500 grams of protein is too much protein. And in Ohio, a man has reportedly locked himself in his own basement after his wife accused him of hoarding. According to his wife, the man brought home 7 horse saddles that he found on the side of the road, and the wife was so enraged because neither of them rode horses, nor did they know anyone who would use them. Police are currently attempting to reason with the man who has been in his basement for 5 days. And finally, the 2013 Masters concluded on Sunday, where Australian Adam Scott took home the coveted green jacket. However, the real story was golf enthusiast Jimbo Baggins, who decided to streak across the 18th fairway during the first playoff hole. Baggins was so laced on acid that he dove into the sand trap, where he began digging for a pot of gold. He later avoided security and made his way all the way to Amen Corner. Police and Augusta National Security are still searching for Mr. Baggins. We now turn it on over to Kevin Landgraf, who is currently in a dining hall, I believe. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right, Kev. McCormick Dining Hall on our own Marquette campus. My first mistake was actually going into the dining hall. My second mistake was taking an unknown substance from a group of strange Asians.
And could you please tell me what this unknown substance was?
Yes, I can, actually. I couldn't identify it at first. It looked like a purple sauce. Come to find out, it was something called ghost peppers.
Purple sauce is never a good one to take without knowing what it is. Tell me about the ghost peppers.
Honestly, Kev, I'd never heard of them, and me and spicy food, I mean, we mix pretty well. I'm pretty manly, so I was like, fine, I'll take a nugget, whatever. Well, everybody convinced me into only taking like 1/4 of a bite of a nugget, so whatever, I took the bite, and the rest of that 10 minutes was a blur, I'll be honest with you.
Must have been a fiery experience, I'd think.
I actually kind of felt semi-Asian, because I felt like a dragon. I was breathing fire after that, I'll be honest with you.
And what happened once you left the dining hall? I'm assuming it must have been a mess.
Like I said, it's all a blur. After that, I was questioned several times by DPS and RAs, and people actually thought I was on drugs most of the night, which, for all I know, maybe I was. I don't know what the hell was in that.
Now, I believe that we do have a picture somewhere on file. If we could please bring up that picture. Kevin, could you please tell us what this is?
Yeah, I don't know where you got the picture, Kev, but if you actually look at the excellent muscle tone and the deep California tan, that's a sign of just a real nice surfer. But look at the dilated pupils, okay? The gaunt face. We're obviously looking at something that is just way, way beyond anything healthy. I would say it was even probably illegal. I'll be honest with you.
I would say that is very horrific. I would not want one of my daughters to be going out with you
whoa,
if I had a daughter. But with that said, did we have an adventure in the bathroom?
Adventure in the bathroom. You know, I went and I'll be honest, I stripped down out of all my clothes and sat in the sink for a little bit after that, and I poured water all over myself, which wasn't a big deal. Then I went back to my room feeling better until I threw up profusely 3 times. But
not your finest moment in life, I would suppose. Well, Kevin, we're glad that you're all right and here with us again on MU180.
Thanks, Kev.
All right. When we return, we will have Marco with our weekly weather report. Be right back. Well, it's that time of the year again when I send it on over to our favorite weatherman for the very last time. Marco?
Did you know that cardboard is actually edible? Friends, fellow men, I know that there's many of you out there adrift on the ocean of life, searching for the island of manliness. Because many of you are in college just like myself, please allow me to help you. I've been where you've been. I've seen my roommates on a lazy Sunday morning get up, do their laundry, wash the dishes, then they'll sit down on the couch with a mound of chocolates while they watch their stories and then start menstruating. I hear you asking, Marco, how can we traverse this Red Sea? How can we get to the island of manliness? Boys, look here, right here. Your search for the masculine lighthouse that will bring you safely to harbor. And I am the beacon. You're searching the port of good cheer, and you found it. Step off into masculine town where the weather is moist but pleasant, because dry and pleasant just doesn't make any sense, does it, lads? Come on into the Hungry Man, the manliest place in all of Earth to eat. Tonight's special, turf and turf. It's a 24-ounce ribeye and a 16-ounce porterhouse steak, along with whiskey and a cigar, and you're going to consume it all at once. Why? Because you're a red-blooded American male, that's why. Then, fully fueled up on good old-fashioned manlitude, search the island for one of the wild women that roam freely. You're not a real man until you've caught one. If your bros are busy, why not use our Rent-A-Wingman? We have a full complement of highly trained men who are just slightly more overweight and unshaven than you, who will soften up that special broad for you as you attempt to watch inconspicuously from across the room, so that you can make the killing blow whenever you feel ready and or are drunk enough. For those idiots that like to fly solo, just keep buying your drinks. 27 Cosmos and a yes still means yes. Just make sure that she's good at making sandwiches. There's no point spending all of that money on Rent-A-Wingman / beer / the court case, just in case you end up finding out that this chick can't even spread peanut butter, am I right? Well, friends, this is it. This is all I have to give you. Use this knowledge, breathe it, sleep it, dream it, and you shall become as I am, a man. I leave you with one last reminder that if you don't like the weather, move. And it's always sunny in Philadelphia, testicles.
Wise words as always, Marco. We will miss you. And, well, it's time for sports, and unlike Marco, we don't like Zach and his multiple personality disorder that much, but, Zach, it's your time to shine.
Hold back your tears, Marquette. This is your last week with me. I'm going to miss trying to figure out how what Marco says relates to the weather. I'm going to miss my good friend Vladimir. But anyway, San Diego Padres outfielder Carlos Quentin charged the mound after getting hit by Zach Greinke last week. Coincidentally, after the brawl, that will be the first and last time this season that San Diego is mentioned on SportsCenter. The Masters was on last week, which is every person with insomnia's favorite week of the year. The Masters is on and they can flip it right on and fall asleep like that. There is nothing more boring than turning on your TV and hearing the exciting commentary of Woods is lining up to putt, probably going to have a nice stroke here. While we are waiting for him to line up his putt, let's talk about the trees in the background. They are cypress trees. Isn't that interesting? And here is Woods' putt. It's a 45-foot putt, and it's in. You may never see a putt this long made ever again. What a huge putt and a big moment in this Masters. You can tell this is a big moment in this tournament by how excited I am right now. Well, Kobe Bryant broke his Achilles heel last week and is expected to be out for 6 to 9 months. Now, the other Lakers players won't know what to do when they are past the ball. They'll get in and think, what do we do with this thing? Usually, we just give it to Kobe and he just puts up the shot. So I expect the Lakers to score an average of 0 points for the rest of the season. Now, what can you expect from the sports world this summer? Expect there to be a lot of people excited that the basketball season is over, because honestly, who cares about the NBA? There's nothing worse than wanting to watch ESPN and then watching them cover the NBA for 20 minutes of pure boringness. ESPN could do an analysis of basketball for 20 minutes and how bad a team is, and at the end, it's always the same. Well, such and such team is having a pretty miserable season, but we'll see them in the postseason. Yes, because every team makes it to the playoffs in basketball. Ridiculous. This summer, if you're looking to have an absolutely terrible day, or if you're looking to torture your friends, then sit down on the couch and put on NASCAR and watch cars go in circles for hours. What's that? Oh, it's just a car needing more gas in their car because they have been driving in circles for so long. Did they stop going in circles and have an exciting racetrack like bike races? No, because they go in circles for 500 laps. If you're looking to go to a NASCAR race in person, first off, what is wrong with you? Seriously, that's how you're going to spend your money? Here's a suggestion for you. Instead of traveling to go see a race in person, why not set up some lawn chairs at a busy intersection and watch normal drivers make stupid decisions and run red lights and have drag races? It's a lot cheaper and a lot more fun than watching cars go in circles for hours. Finally tonight, we have a special guest with us. She is interested in becoming the sports reporter for the show next year. Her name is Francesca Reed, and she's going to show you what sports reports will be like next year. I think she's under the table. I'm just going to go get her. Jezebel, they're ready for you.
Oh, oh, come on, I'm just doing my makeup real quick. Okay, here I come. Okay. Oh my God, sports are so cool. One time I had a boyfriend that was so awesome. And we went to this game where they like hit the ball and then the guys keep hitting the ball and it was so awesome. My favorite sport is the one where they kick the ball and then sometimes they catch the ball. That sport is really cool. I really hope I'm the sports reporter next year because sometimes when I'm flipping through the channels, in a sports game will come on and I mean, every once in a while I know what sport it is and that's pretty cool. Sometimes I like to paint my nails while watching the sport and while they're on the ice and they hit the little sausage looking thing around. And next year we're going to talk about the sports with the cutest boys and it's going to be so much fun. We're going to talk about designing new cuter uniforms for all the sports. And oh my God, it's just going to be such a great time. Well, have a great summer and I will totally see you all next year. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to wait with this hunk. Oh my God, I get to work with him and him. Oh my God.
I just want to cast my vote for a man to do the sport so I can take it seriously.
I have no opinion on the matter, but what I do know is that when we return, Katie O'Neill will be with us with a special report, as well as our special reporters when MU180 returns. Welcome back. Up next, our very own production assistant, Katie, has a few words of wisdom for the end of the year. Take it away, Katie.
Hello, this is Kate O'Neill here for the first and last time here on MU180 this year. I've previously been lurking about the studio, helping with production and providing some crazy props, and I've finally gotten the go-ahead to make a tiny appearance on air to tell you about some great summer vacation tips. Number one, get the heck out of Wisconsin. But seriously, basically the only possible reason to stay here would be for Summerfest or some awesome parties, but other than that, nothing. Go somewhere exciting like Fiji, for example. Change up your wardrobe. No doubt after getting out over the beer and cheese state, or even if you're stuck here, you finally aren't going to need that parka anymore. Find some tropical clothes and rock that new look. Wait for school to start. We all know that as soon as you get out for at least a week or so, you're going to run out of things to do in your hometown. It's inevitable. So spend those 2 months or so getting ready for the next year of waiting for summer to start while contacting anyone you know to try and find something stupid yet fun to do, like going to the Amazon for tea with a French person or someone like that. Whatever you do this summer, have fun and relax. Again, for the first and last time of the season, I'm Katie O'Neill. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you very much, Katie. This week, Trayvon and Gilberto are answering your favorite questions on this week's special report. Take it away, gentlemen.
Yo, everybody. This is Kyel West. MU Live, I'm going to let you finish. But MU180 has the best show of all time, okay? Okay, no, I'm just kidding. No, this is really, I'm Trayvon Wesley from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I'm Gilberto Vaquero, Northwest Suburbs of Chicago, and I'm Mexican.
Okay, so this is a segment we like to call Ask Trey and Gil. Gil, would you like to get started?
I would love to get started.
Go ahead, please.
Our first question comes from a viewer from Waukesha, Wisconsin. She asks, have you ever had an imaginary friend? I say that I don't have imaginary friends. I have a lot of real friends, like Jimmy. I don't know if you can see him. He's sitting right here. We like to play soccer, go to the beach. We play Nerf Wars a lot. And, you know, it's just great. It's fun. And, you know, I have another question, too. They asked, what is the meaning of life? I once saw a movie, and it told me that the meaning of life was the number 42. So I center everything around the number 42. I get 42 cupcakes, I get 42 hot cookies, you know. It's a good life. 42 everything is awesome.
I have 42 skid marks. 42, so. Okay, so the next question is, what is your biggest addiction? Well, my biggest addiction is sweet potatoes. What's your biggest addiction?
I can't say what my addiction is.
Okay, moving on. Next question. I happen to find my dog extremely attractive, and I was wondering if it's wrong to do the dirty with it. I haven't yet, but she just went into heat, and I was thinking she may find it more romantic during this time. Gilberto, I'm gonna let you answer that one. Okay, first of all, that is utterly disgusting. And the fact that you sent that question to us, Mr. Kevin Ellis, gross, gross, gross. Okay, moving on, next question.
Our next question comes from someone from Tennessee, a town I can't pronounce, I apologize. Just kidding, they're from Georgia. I live in Georgia, but I don't see Russia nowhere, not even sound, but they say there's tanks. Should I be worried?
Okay, well, you should be worried that you talk like that, first of all. That's okay. We'll help you. Your answer?
I think that Russia doesn't exist anymore. I think that was set like a year ago.
It was gone.
It's been gone for a while.
It just went away.
You should probably go back to school for a little bit, though, because I could barely read your really bad hand.
That's okay. Our next question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how cool are you? Well, honestly, I think I'm a billion and one. And that was the one, okay, and that was the one for that. No. Okay, the other question is, if you were a superhero, what would your powers be? Well, I think that I will have the power to magnify my voice. So maybe my friends in Japan can hear me. Like, hey, what's up? And then they'll be like, hey. That's nice. I think that's a great gesture. I think that's good.
It's a great thing.
I'm such a kind person.
For now, we're going to start reading questions that you guys can answer back at home that we got sent, but we don't have enough time. But here they are.
Food for thought.
Yeah. First one is, why isn't phonetic spelled the way it sounds?
Okay. Why are there interstate highways in Hawaii? Isn't that like an island?
It's an island.
It's an island?
Why are there flotation devices under plane seats instead of parachutes?
Why are cigarettes sold in gas stations when smoking is prohibited there? That's dangerous.
It's really bad. Why do fat chance and slim chance mean the same thing?
It does?
I don't even understand that question.
It does?
I think it's like...
If you can't drink and drive, why do you need a driver's license to buy liquor? And why do bars have parking lots?
I think they must be from Germany or something.
In Russia. Okay. Do you need a silencer if you are going to shoot a mime? Oh, whoa, what? We're going to go past that question.
We're gonna skip that.
Have you ever imagined a world with no hypothetical situations? Have you?
I don't know. Hypothetically speaking?
I don't care. This is for them to think about.
How does the guy who drives the snowplow get to work in the mornings? I think he digs through the
His snowplow.
His snow.
Okay, if 7-Eleven is open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, why are there locks on the door? That is a valid question. I asked that to myself the other day.
I think it's because of the hobos. Like, I think they can
That's a little dangerous.
Access.
And another question is, why do you find us utterly hilarious?
Anyway, well, that's unfortunately the end of our segment for the year.
Signing out once and for all. I hope you miss us. I'm Trayvon.
And I'm Gilberto Vaquero.
Peace, love, and harmony. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, that does it for us this year on MU180. Every week, we enjoyed giving you the most accurate, fair, and appropriate news. And we thank you all for watching us on this show. MU180, farewell.